is broken.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, right? Especially
It's
when you
just
think of like
yes.
tech of like you know the whiplash, right? And people were able to develop the tech from there, but Yumiko definitely cracked out. You won't be seeing her yet, or maybe not at all here, as Kyna is
Oh my god.
with this Teros. Stomps here to close out the first stock. Yeah, sack.
Carrying your opponent with you into a specific direction, and you have to constantly be wary of wake-up options. And I mean, if you are scared of wake-up options, Teros is like the worst legend you can fight. He has
N-Light and D-Light over and over again. You saw he tried right there until you lose your stock. Kyna doesn't care about the SIGs. He doesn't care about throwing out side air. He will N-Light you, and then N-Light you, and then D-Light you, and then N-Light you again. There it is again, another N-Light, and that's just going to be the stock. That's how Kyna plays. Ever able to win a neutral exchange and was able to properly read a dodge on Kyna?
oh my lord.
Yeah, I know. It's looking bad, right?
He really makes it look so simple. I mean, a lot of people would argue, yeah, Axe is simple, which I mean, I would agree with, but like, I don't care what weapon you're hitting. Kyna has like a. I want to see after this game.
Because it meant that players like Kyna were able to play a much more precise neutral, and look at how it's playing out here. One more N-Light, no, a side air is going to be what it does. A 3-stock destruction. Oh man.
All right,
oh my
Sack.
god.
What is there left to do at this point? It looks like Kyna is just. It is even. This is the most even start that Sack has been able to pull off so far. But Kyna is going to be able. He's actually able to pick up that dodge as well. Able to pick up the nair. Able to pick up the recovery. Sack.
Ooh.
All right.
Gravity cancel N-Sig? No, not gonna go for it. And looks like a sneaky recovery by Kyna, but he just picks up an axe and N-Lights Poly. That's all he has to do. N-Light Nair, now Kyna can N-Light, and I think it'll be enough to KO, especially in the corner. Sack has to be careful. A D-Light will probably do it here as well. Tries to go for the Sayer, it's not gonna connect. N-Light, that's it.
Sack trying to stay patient. The N-Light. There it is. Kyna in probably the most dominant fashion that we...
All of the tournaments that you're playing, getting 9th and then a 13th and a 7th, that's pretty darn good.
Getting better,
with very, very little tournament experience. There are not that many players out there that are in top 16.
What a mix-up going for the gravity cancel there. It kind of almost looks like a taunt, and then it puts a hitbox out. That mixed me up. I was like, wait a minute, that worked. Kyna playing very crafty so far now on the guitars and stuck. Versus a hammer, and yeah, that's the difficulty when you're at those higher percentages. Any downlight will close out, especially on that right side of the stage. Low damage. See if they can rack on any sort of comeback here. The neutral light is not quite enough to close out the stock for Kyna, but the downlight into the Sarah most certainly will.
Where the juggle opportunity is coming out. Neutral light punish as Kaito went through him. Oh, this hurts.
Oh, what?
It hurts. It feels good because it's Kyna, and I think I sound like a gorilla there for a second. I went Monko mode, bro.
Yeah, it's very visceral reaction.
I went back to my ancestors, the primates, man.
Yeah, you know, you get like the. So yeah, it's primal to be scared of that one.
You look across the
and looking kind of rough for Whereas. The thing that they do have with the hammer is that like that landing side air and even down air might be able to close out the stock here. So you have to be careful of those two options. And downlight into Sarah, just keeping it simple as Kyna now has a clean 1-stock lead, 2 stocks to 1. I know we're in the air temple, but they are flying up there.
With the way like Kyna did that, and the way we saw earlier of him like stutter stepping forward and then dashing in for the D-Light, honestly this feels a little bit personal.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm being parasocial and reading into this, but something feels like at least a little bit personal.
For Kaito, the sidelight sends away the hammer back online for Kyna. Any downlight will be the end, or the nair. Not quite actually. Wow, I can't believe they were able to live that. The downlight too. What's going on?
Hey, that's Axe D-Light.
Yeah.
You really mostly can't ever...
Defense stance.
It's a defense. Oh, yeah, I see it down there in the
You know
bottom.
that meme of Atlas holding the globe, and it's just the one defense stat that like really carried Kaito through to that one.
Oh, and he's going to fall. Kyna falls too, but he's at a full stock lead here. So this set, now back over to the Axe. Oh, I thought there was going to be an immediate Axe in-light punish there.
Covers a dodge again with a downer. I mean, I wonder how many downers Kyna has landed this set alone, and dashes up with the neutral light and is closing out the set with a 3-0. Very dominant stuff from Kyna. That's a scary player to run into here.
Yes. Front. Lopez is unbanned.
Lopez is unbanned.
Lopez is unbanned. And then I messaged Lopez Lopez messaged me right after that, and I was like, better beans!
Yeah, total discipline from Kyna. They're getting multiple side lights in the corner, and instead of chasing off stage, which a lot of Hammer players do, they're like, you know, I gotta go for a KO here. I need a fish for something. Kyna's just like, I'll just keep racking on the free damage, and eventually,
That would be like, that's Galaxy.
that's the next level. Here we go, the unarmed from Lopez here as they threw away their orb there, and that downer is going to be able to close it out. I said that you have one thing, you have multiple things to find the,
Everyone else was like still on Stomp Sair, and he was like, nah, man, the future, the vibe is Stomp Nair, and he would just juggle and juggle and juggle.
Yeah, what an inspiration Kyna is. I mean,
There's the Russian Mafia.
Yeah, there you go.
He gave us the Russian Mafia. Unfortunately, he whiffed the down air.
Yeah, that can get very scary. And discipline, once again, just holding on, not using any buttons, not committing to anything, and just waiting. And finally, that's going to be a big opportunity. What a reversal from Kyna. Just throws it, gets a little bit of damage, says, okay, I'm back. I'm just going to grab the weapon and come back. And another downlight into side air. Oh my goodness, I've never seen someone hit as many downlights.
I'm telling you, dude,
That's crazy. Lopez getting something started here. Goes for a side light to catch a dodge away. Doesn't quite find one.
There's a nice stash landing on the soft platform that Kyna did that moved him to the left, but like Lopez was there. The reaction was so quick. Now he's starting to take a little bit more control of this second stock, but there you have it. Very much what I expected. There is a weapon spawn. Kyna's just gonna kind of be
that's a
the
rough,
wall.
Yeah, that's a rough spawn. Spawn here. Avoids that side light, yeah.
He did a great job of getting through that side signature, but he knew that like it had so much movement on it. It carries you so far away from your opponent. Very low damage pacing. The low damage that he was racking up over time with that. Completely different when you have an axe in your hand and you're adding up that like 17 to 18 damage per hit, especially when you're a higher strength legend.
Down air, but not quite much more after that. The recovery doesn't get punished there. I don't quite have an option to cover that diagonal, and that's going to be a big open up. Goes for the recovery on a dodge in read, but Kyna doesn't give it to Lopez.
Oh, the final frames of that, making the connection. But again, the neutral lights coming out from Kyna. He's been adding so much damage with those. He's been doing a great job.
That Nair finally giving a little bit of reprieve and going for a big...
Oh, he still is able to get around it and get the recovery, PJ!
Oh, thankfully playing Queen Nai, that's going to play a big part in living that Sig, and that's going to be a big neutral light. Is that enough? No, not quite. And not going off stage. Kyna's like, I'm not going to risk anything versus the Qatar is just holding on.
He's going to go for an light. Yeah, that's all he has to do. Yep. And he takes it 3-0 over Lopez.
Val to go up against Uses Fate. This is very different from our World Championship Grand Finals only a few months ago. Kyna gets back, still sweat beating. What's his finisher though?
Run.
Nice spot dodge, not gonna KO.
Oh, it does.
Will. What? Dude, that's a sword neutral.
Just enough momentum to go ahead. Dare trying to get Kyna back off stage, and that's really smart. Get him off there, get that Gimp stock, and stay out of the way of that though. Huge recovery coming from Kyna, gonna sweat beat his way back down the stage, and that second recovery is gonna be enough to go ahead and confirm that stock. Gonna try and protect that weapon, keep Use off of it. He's trying to find an entrance in there. Oh no, he missed it. But the unarmed Sair is gonna send Kyna flying. Can Use finish it up? The Nair misses.
Just barely avoids that down air, the neutral Sig, and Kyna gonna take game number 1.
Must agree. Use though, trying to do some more work on this orbit. So far this game, Kyna getting the better of him. Huge side sig from Kyna and no follow-up needed. That was enough. Trying to hold back, making Kyna be the first one to engage. But even when he does, Kyna is still getting the upper hand off of him. Oh that was, oh my.
Real.
Kyna's got to be so careful.
Oh, just a Nair.
A Nair? Okay.
Oh,
that was it.
They play intense neutral at times. They're just playing a game of me, right? I'm not the one who's supposed to attack you. You're gonna hit me, right? And then Kyna just falls.
It just waved at him as he went. Kyna though gonna take the stock right back. Maybe neutral sig coming out. Get a nice recovery underneath. It was a little deep, but it was still enough momentum to go ahead and take him to the blast zone.
Dude, in FPSs, there's this term called trigger discipline, and that's when you don't attack unless you are guaranteed to basically hit.
Right.
And Kyna basically does that. Like, he went all the way up in the sky, and I was like, do the Nair.
Oh, just out of range off that neutral sig. Using that platform, gonna come back down. Kyna right there to catch the landing, sending him off stage. No punish coming out. Waiting back, bait. Oh, double nair. Okay.
There. Narrowly was able to dodge through that one. Now he's over to the orb. Kyna comes in for the downlight and Muse gets above it, but you didn't see that gravity cancel side light.
Recovery, picking him up right off that platform, gonna send him up to the top. Kind of being so patient. Recovery coming off the last one to hit off that string. And now Use backing up into center.
The dodge down, and in the dodge is gone. Kyna able to get the stock.
Gonna keep a little more pressure. Kyna with the whiff, and Use right there to rack up some more damage. Oh no.
They're both doing a really good job of not dodging. They're both getting these hits, and they're waiting for the other one to dodge. And there's the dodge, and there's the punish. Kyna with the KO 3-1s, the world champion.
The world champion's gone.
He's done.
Old Duke.
3, 2.
Yeah, I did. Game 1, Kyna versus Flores. But was just a little too early on that fastball. It's a really safe option against somebody who's coming back down from the sky.
This is a quick stock being put on Alores right now. And that is gonna do it. Be able to climb back up this hill.
Okay, Alores trying to deny weapons here from Kyna, but Kyna doesn't need one to finish off the stock. Recovery still getting damage.
Oh man. Kyna gonna hold down that edge. Ooh, nice recovery.
Still not enough though.
As fast as he went flying off the stage, you think it would have been, but that will be. Gonna go ahead and scoop him up, throw him up the top. The second one won't get it done either. Flores,
You gotta get 3.
3 is the lucky number.
That's the cosmopolitan. You know, you got the vanilla, you got the.
No. Nice inlight. I really didn't think that was gonna hit.
That was actually insane. Was that I think it looked like a recovery and then dash land into a new.
And I mean just in time. Flores is doing a really good job holding his own here, but kind of getting those swings and stop. We're gonna send him out of here. Would have sent Flores completely flying, but unfortunately, that dash shut it down for him. All right, the scoop is gonna get it. Send Flores up.
Basically even.
So satisfying, especially coming back from a lost stock.
Yeah.
You just come in. Oh yeah, so good, so good. Kinda. All right.
Yo, what? He does things that like nobody else can. Like I don't get it. He's playing a different version of the game.
He racked up some serious damage, but Flores clapped right back and brought it all back.
Oh, and it gets ripped away.
Will at this point.
Yeah, this is falling apart fast for Flores.
Dare.
He's one good hit away.
Flores racking up a little damage here. Has the Roman Reigns in the yellow. But that's it.
That'll do it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Kyna with a clean 3-0 over Flores. The Roman Reigns just hitting too hard. I show my age on that one.
And no, it's a gauntlets.
Okay, side air, another side air.
Oh, that's bad.
One more hit, but Kyna hits the recovery, but he goes back.
They're both going.
He could have lived. It's the side air. Kyna's game plan not really working here, but he gets past and he gets the side sig.
Nair gonna go ahead and get dodged through, and Kyna, a little stutter step. He wanted more than that 2-piece, but couldn't quite find it.
Man, Wes is playing such heavy footsies, and it's gonna work. The down sig gets past the stomp.
Second time in a row, he has chose the wrong direction. Needs to get his senses dialed in a little bit. Nice nair off those hammers, and the scoop is gonna send him to get back up on stage, but he is looking a little damaged on that second stop. What a whiff and what a punish! Oh!
Wes
can't
get back up.
It was a bait all along, dude. But he does have those boots on. But man, those swings are from that Teros axe. Wes needs some big strings, and he needs them now.
Oh, but there's the Sarah from Kyna. You're going to have to come here eventually. You're going to have to come here, and he's just controlling so much of this game here. Game number 1, the downlight. Beta reaction from Kyna, kind of spot dodges, and then Wes is like, okay, now you're free. Now I get to go in with this neutral light and KO.
Kind of holding the ground game. Nice. Weapon starve, nope. Kind of able to drop in, stomp, Sayer.
One more.
And that is going to put a lot of pressure on Wes as he struggles to get back up on stage. And that is going to get it
on that reset and be like, okay, I know what to do going into the second set. So really right now, I think Wes has to look towards the future. This one, not over yet, but still, he's got plenty of room. And it's gonna fall.
Oh, no.
Getting in when Wes wants to come forward, but he hits the ground pound. Kyna has enough movement.
Big, huge recovery. Catching the back end of it. Wait a
He
second.
chases for the ground pound.
Dare into Sair and a
gosh.
weapon throw, and hasn't slowed down yet. D-Light, Sair, get him out of here. Kyna with absolute
Takes advantage of the fact that Wes disarms
You
himself.
still don't have a weapon, Duke. Okay, finally, orb in hand. See if this is gonna be the trick to be able to reverse this. Well, not reverse it back, but take this back from Kyna. Stomp, Sair, healthy as can be.
Puts Wes almost off screen.
Dare. Oh, great catching that landing.
Gonna connect as Kyna goes high.
That Sair will connect. Kyna gonna come over the top of the weapon throw and the unarmed Sair. Could not keep Wes off the weapon though.
Stomp
Stomp
side
Sair.
air. That's such big damage onto Wes.
And he's already in red.
Yeah.
30 seconds in, that stock is gone, bro.
Could have been fatal.
Oh. Wes more or less safely gets back up on stage. Getting the reversal back behind Kyna. Oh, but what a Sair off that Nair up in the air.
Oh, misses the down sig. One more neutral light, and Kyna could be putting himself 2-0 over Wes. There's the sidelight, puts Kyna off stage, goes for the GC downlight, and Kyna with the turnaround. He's up 2-0.
The patience Kyna has, man. We've said it time and time again.
Wes has had a lead over Kyna across the 2 sets that they're playing here in the grand finals. But you know he needs that extra credit. He is a good stomp side air away from being down to his second stock with just a neutral light. Okay, good side air.
Not quite enough to take him to the ceiling. Try to get that second Nair.
Oh, the patience, but he didn't get the hit.
It definitely had vision. Sair coming back down the stage from Kyna, looking for that landing from Wes. Wes is able to put his feet back down on Demon Island. But Kyna
Now down to his final stock. If Wes gets this, we get a game 4.
That was so clutch, though.
He needed
I
that
mean,
there.
if it was enough or not. But Kyna,
do it.
Kyna is your Trial of Ymir champion.